We are here for the Arturo O'Farrell and the Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra concert, and you have an all-access pass. Hi everybody, I'm Tommy Berry. I'm with the Best of Atlanta Concerts TV, and you're watching All Access Pass. We have with us tonight Tomas Algarin, the consultant for the Latin Jazz series here at the Rialto. Now, tell us your experience with Arturo, who's going to be performing tonight.
Well, this will be Arturo O'Farrell and the Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra's third performance in Atlanta. We brought him first into Atlanta some years back when they were still with Lincoln Center. The Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra was formed by his dad originally, and then Arturo continued to work it and then had the relationship with the Lincoln Center for some years, and then now he's independently running Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra as part of his Afro Latin Jazz Alliance, which is a nonprofit educational organization. So they do outreach into the inner city schools, they teach in universities, they do workshops, and of course perform across around the world.
The first record I owned was Meet the Beatles, and I kind of didn't really recognize my father's greatness until I was in my 20s. But in between there were periods of Sun Ra and Miles Davis, Jimi Hendrix and Steely Dan. I mean, it went all over the gamut. And so my listening was never shackled by style or doilies or strangleholds. I mean, I really listened to everything and cared about everything. And so when I was coming up as a musician, man, I learned to play gospel piano, I learned to play salsa, I learned to play jazz, and it mattered to me that music was a much larger entity than this or that style.
It's good playing with Arturo because everybody's a pro. You know, there's no hand holding or babysitting. Everybody's doing their job, and it's righteous work. You know what I mean?
What's it like working with Arturo's band? How long have you been with Arturo?
Well, since it began, which is, I guess, I don't know, was it 10 years or more, maybe more than that even. Right from the beginning when we were still at Lincoln Center.
We not only have a Grammy Award-winning orchestra, 18-piece orchestra, but we also bring instruments into public schools in New York City, teach as of Wednesday, 4 after-school programs all over in Brooklyn and the Bronx, and have a pre-professional program at the Fat Cats Jazz Club.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's work that really does mean a lot.
So many things I want to do musically that it's not funny. I feel like we've just barely scratched the surface. I would really like to write a children's piano book. I'd like to write some basic learning pieces for children. That doesn't seem like much of a goal, I guess. I want to write a symphony. No, I want to write an opera too. Hello. We are going to begin with one of the great Machito and his Afro-Cubans did a composition called Sambia, and we hope that you enjoy it. I like what Tomas said. This is kind of interactive. If you feel the need to get up, there's no reason you shouldn't. In fact, I'm going to do something. I'm going to try an experiment. I'm going to take a second, and I want everyone to loosen up, ready on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Take off the jacket. The larger goal in my life, and I've been thinking about this a lot, is engaging the world in a cultural conversation. Jazz is an ongoing conversation. It didn't die. It's not over. It's not classicized. It doesn't need to be explained to anybody. It's an ongoing exploration.
The importance of Latin music in this hemisphere cannot be overstated. And for us, it's so important to reflect what we believe is our real population here in Atlanta, not just what ordinary people from outside think, but I think it's this music is in our hearts, it's in our souls, it's in our feet.
Absolutely.
And I think it was very important, especially given the work that he does to preserve Latin music in the United States.
Yeah, he's so passionate about that, I can tell.
Oh, wait, we'll keep you on the dance floor for a second. You can't leave. We're going to do a cha-cha-cha. Don't leave now. We're doing a cha-cha-cha. As a matter of fact, the cha-cha-cha is a really easy one. Those of you who are rhythmically challenged, do not allow this to stop you. A cha-cha-cha is the easiest thing to dance. This is from the great maestro himself, Chico O'Farrell.
The real inspirational thing to me about Arturo is there's a lot of people in the music world that have big dreams and try to turn them into a reality, but Arturo is someone who is not only pushing the box, he's someone who actually gets results, and his dreams do become tangible.
Yeah, this is the first time ever I've gone to a live jazz, Latin, Afro band or whatever, but I enjoyed it a lot. We'll come back again, for sure.
Oh, it was wonderful performance as always at Rialto. I come here regularly. Tonight, what really struck me was the complexity of the arrangements. You know, he brought some of the Latino, he brought some of the African root, he brought some of the jazz root. So I thought it was, just an education.
A beautiful combination of Latin, jazz, and they did a lot of playing around with the history of music, which is really interesting.
I think it was a gorgeous night hearing this kind of music. For us it's a pleasure to come over here to this very important place in Atlanta and share with my children and with my wife this moment is very important for us.
Wow. Oh my gosh, what an amazing concert that was. We had a blast. Truly, we had mambo, we had salsa, we had a Latin jazz explosion. What an experience. Truly, this was an experience. And you got it right here on All Access Pass. Thanks for being here with us at Best of Atlanta Concerts TV. See you next time. Keep it in tune. See you soon.